All right, you guys. That last one a little bit rough. Um, Still got a whole bunch more. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's all backwards. I hope it's not. Let's do the DeQueen ticket. The DeQueen ticket. 22 years ago, we went on vacation. My kids' mom and I. We didn't have kids at the time. We went to Hot Springs. If you've ever, you guys notice, I try not to talk bad about anybody. I love people to death. I say that. Like, I love you like a brother. Fight. I can go to hell for you. But I'm human. Um, you guys ever been around someone to where if it's not about them, every second, every person, every situation, everything doesn't revolve around them, and there's a problem? You know what I'm talking about. So I was on vacation for a whole weekend with this person. So the way back was just like, apparently I did something that earned me this person not talking to me, which is a blessing. And I might have been a little bit heavy on the pedal. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So we are on the east side of DeQueen coming west to Broken Bow after a weekend, not good, not bad, just a weekend. Cruise control set at 55, which then the speed limit in Arkansas was 55. Much like today, the speed limit is still 55. So, if you're coming west from, let's say, Nashville through DeQueen, the main DeQueen lot, um, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think there's Tractor Supply there now. Used to be Walmart. At the time, it was Walmart. So I'm coming through the lot. I catch a green light, and a lady pulls out of Walmart right in front of me, doing like 30. So I whoosh around her quick. Pshong. I'm gone. I'm coming back to Broke trying to get home. Trying to get back to Idabel. Um, if you're not familiar with D Queen going west, at the time, you had the big lot that I think 271. I'm gonna say 271, and three. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I'm coming back to highway. It may be 70. I don't know what it was. So we cross the main intersection. We come back to Brokomo. Lady pulls out in front of me. I whip around her. You got Walmart. You have another lot. TJ's. Oh yeah, you got the overpass. You got the little the bank. You got Fat Chance Buffet. You got the little strip mall. You got TJ's and Easy Mart. You got the lot. You got Sears, the bike repair shop, the hospital, the college, the bowling alley, the merge. That's it. I just basically described D Queen back then. So I come around this chick at Walmart. She's doing 30 out, 55. Here I come. Cruise control locked in. Um, this dude, I notice a cop is behind me who doesn't have the lights on about the hospital. And then he lights me up about the college, and I'm coming up the hill, and I pull over about the bowling alley, about the merge. Super nice guy. Garcia is his name. Never forget him. Only ticket I've ever had. Knock on wood. Mr. Williams. Yes, sir. Do you have any idea why I pulled you over? No, sir, I don't. License and registration. He goes on to tell me that I come through the light at 55. Cruise control. He comes to tell me that I passed this woman that pulled out in front of me, and I almost said, she's freaking doing 30. What the hell am I supposed to do? She's pulled out in front of me doing 30. I didn't say anything. I said, yes, sir. Mr. Williams, are you aware that the speed limit in front of Walmart is 30? No, sir, I didn't know. Mr. Williams, you realize I was facing north. I was over here at the light and I was facing north, and I saw you shoot past me and wow around her, which I did. He 100% right. Do you realize it took me 2.5, 3 miles to catch you? No, sir, I wasn't aware. Mr. Williams, do you realize I stopped you doing 55 in a 40? It makes sense. My cruise control works. I said, oh, it's Mr. Williams. It doesn't turn to 55 until you get past the merge, past the bowling alley. The if you're coming from Brookmo, it's a split. If you're coming this way, it's a merge. He gave me a ticket. I earned that ticket 100%. Didn't argue. I don't argue. Mailed him a payment, whatever. Oopsie. I was in DeQueen today, is what made me think about the DeQueen ticket. It's the only ticket I've ever had in my life. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Have I deserved a whole bunch of them? Yes, sir. Yes, 100%. 100%. 100%. That's another one. I need to write it down. The Brookmo ticket. I can't tell you about that one. The Bebo ticket. That's a good one. Okay, I'm not telling you. Oh. Pulling up on Rick and Ann. Rick and Ann. Rick, my real dad. Told you about him. Married to Ann Webb. I did the ceremony. They're married. I was there. Um, Rick used to like to, man, I know my little brother's watching this. I know he don't know this story. I may have said that. I don't know. Hmm. Anyway, I don't like this story. So Rick liked to get super, super, super drunk. And when Rick got super drunk, Rick would become a person that Rick normally was not. I'll leave that at that. Um, I didn't know this. I knew he'd get drunk and be a dumbass. I knew that. He called me. Hey, son, I need basically my whole house replumbed because I don't know. I've a leak here and a leak there, and this don't flush it. I said, hey, I get it, but you're like 30 miles away from anything. I'll have to either drive 30 miles this way and get parts, maybe, or 30 miles this way and get parts. And then who knows if that's what's going to fix it or not. And then I got to put up with you being a freaking idiot and being drunk and being an asshole. And then you're not going to pay me anything, which I mean, it's my dad, don't get me wrong. But the fact that I will give up all kinds of money here just so I can come over here and. There's a long history I'm not talking about, but there's a whole bunch that goes into it that's. I'm not that guy. I'm trying to build a name and a reputation. I'm not going to drop everything I've got going on just to come to you because you. Anyway, I digress. It wasn't feasible to show up at that point, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. It wasn't feasible. So that pissed him off because I wouldn't just drop everything and run to his beck and call. Whatever. Um, Next morning, my phone rang. I think it was yeah, it was next morning. My phone rang, and it was Ann. And I don't know. Well, I guess I should start with when he called me. Hey, you son bitch. I don't know if he thinks it's being funny or hey, you fucker, or I don't know. I don't know. He was just I don't know. I can't really describe. I can't really describe it. You ever had somebody just completely disrespect you in every single way? Like the second you pick up the phone, they start it. If you've never had them disrespect you, or maybe it's just the way maybe it's because you don't have respect for them. Maybe it's things that they say you take wrong. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know what I can't explain that part. But there was absolutely no respect whatsoever from me to him. And we'll leave that we'll let that sleeping dog lie. But when Ann, his wife, would call me, hey baby boy, what are you doing? Hey baby. Ann didn't have any kids of her own. She had a boy that passed away early. So when she married Rick and us kids, as far as I understand, and I don't know about the rest of, but she loved us, Ricky's kids, to death. Is my understanding. Every time I've ever had any dealings with her, she was super sweet, super pleasant. I called her Ma, just and she loved it, loved it, loved it. I said, "Hey Ma, what's going on?" She didn't want to be called anything but Ma, not Mom, not Mama, nothing. Ma, loved it. So she called me, and it wasn't hey baby boy. It wasn't something wasn't right. I don't know how to describe it. But I had just told Rick the day before that I can't make it. I can't, well, whatever he said, drunk, whatever, whatever. I didn't really care what he said. He could have cussed me up one side down the other, and it basically been the same thing as, hey, I hope you have a great day. No respect whatsoever for this guy. So the next morning when the call came, I'm going to answer. I got to answer it. She didn't sound distraught. She she didn't sound upset. She just sounded off, if that makes sense. Um, Hello. She says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Hey, Ma. Hello, darling. What's going on?" Uh, your dad wants to talk to you. Well, hell, I'm sure he does. You know, it ain't no. She just, I don't know. She always sounded excited when she's on the phone with you. Hey, how you been? Hey, what you doing? Hey, how's them Hey, and she would say them grandbabies. Hey, how's them grandbabies? You know, she would oh my God. She was big on grandbabies. Hey, let me talk to them grandbabies. They're not even here, they're whatever, whatever, whatever. Today was different. Today was just something wasn't right. Maybe we did. I said, "Oh, I'm working." "Oh, your dad wants to talk to you." "Well, yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm just, well, I'll let him know." I said, "Hey, what's the matter?" She didn't say anything. I said, "Ma, what's the matter?" She didn't say anything. I said, Ma, what the fuck is going on? I'll call you later. Click. I called right back. He answered the phone. What the you want? I can tell he's drunk. I can tell he's drunk. The way you talk to him enough, you know. I saw him coming down there. He said, "Oh, all of a sudden you got time? You got time for my plumbing? You're such a busy plumber. You got time for your dad?" I said, "Oh, I'm gonna make time. I'll be there in a few minutes." He said, "Well, hey, I need." I called my next customer. I said, "Hey, I got an emergency. I'm not gonna make it. Um, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I may not make it for a day or two. I'm just gonna be honest." I think I had a Silverado at the time. Um, I called the county. I said, "Hey, I've got an unknown emergency, and I'm headed to Tom. This is what I'm driving. Uh, do we need? I don't know. I don't know if I need EMS. I'll let you know. I'll call you back. But this is who I am. This is where I'm headed. This is what I'm driving. If I pass you, I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm just letting you know that this is where I'm headed. So if I pass a deputy, I don't know what's going on yet. But if I need you as soon as I get there, I'll call you." Okay, cool. So now I'm hammer assing from Idabel through Hayward to Tom, slide up in the yard, up on the porch, didn't even knock, come in the house. She's sitting at a table. When you walk in the back door, there's a table, bedroom, bathroom. And she's got this look about her. It's like she had this hurt look about her. I've never seen it. I've never seen that look on her before. This hurt look about her. So I walked in. He heard me pull up. He comes out of the bedroom, and I'm inside the door. I'm almost sitting at the table because I'm coming that way. He comes out the door. What the you want? I kind of looked at her and I kind of looked at him, and I could tell, he's drunk, drunk, drunk. And now listen, listen. Before I get too far into this, there's no glory at all in jumping on an old man, and there's no glory at all in jumping on a drunk. And I know this. I know this. And I'll tell you now, that's not what happened. I didn't jump on an old man. I didn't jump on a drunk. I didn't do it. She jumped up. She kind of got between us. She said, "Roger Dale, don't do it. Don't do it." Well, he called on. Well, what are you gonna be? I'm fucking no. It wouldn't solve anything if I was to have called over there and stomped him out or put my hands on him like he did her. It would have solved nothing. And I knew that. As bad as I wanted to, as bad as I wanted to, give up everything I've ever worked for to make him feel for a second what he's been putting her through, I didn't do it. But now when I walked in the door, I knew that he kept a gun right behind the door because that's the country. I noticed he kept looking past me, looking at it, looking at it. And I kind of laughed. And I saw what he was up to. So I tell you what, you son of a bitch. I know what you're looking at. If you want it, you come get it. If you can get through me and you can get to it, you better empty it. I'm just telling you. Ain't nothing stopping you but air and opportunity. And I'm not a little woman. You can put your hands on me and get away with it. I see what your mind. I see what you got your mindset on. Come get it. Come get it. Get through me and get it and empty it. And I kind of stepped sideways. I said, I'll even give you a running start. He looked at me and said, son, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. I said, there's nothing in this world that I want more. I'm telling you, I'm not a woman. I'm not scared of you. Ain't nothing stopping you but air and fucking better sense. Then he wants to do this. Look at her. Oh, I suppose you called him. I said, she ain't got nothing to do with this. What you and her had going on has got nothing to do with what me and you got going on. She didn't call me down here to take care of you. She didn't tell me what was going on. I figured it out. And I come here to talk to you about it like a man to man would do. And now all I see is like, you want to back up like a bitch. You want to grab it. Well, I tell you what, bitch. And yeah, I called you a bitch to your face. I tell you what, bitch. Get through this man and you can have it. Get through this man is a problem. He went to backing up. Dad. Now, son, I don't want it to be this way. I don't want it to be this way. I took a couple steps back. I looked at it, and I could touch it at this point. I said, I just made it easy on you. I just made it easy on you. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Then he went to crying. Then he went to blah, 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 blah. Oh, I don't want to say, yeah, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Because I'm a full grown ass man and I'm bringing you what she don't want. I'm bringing you what you don't want and what she don't want. I said, I tell you what, Rick, I tell you what, I better not ever, ever hear about you putting your hands on her for any reason at all. For any reason at all. Better not ever hear about it. Because I promise you it's going to end a whole lot different. Promise you it's going to end a whole lot different. And I told him I lived my whole life without you, and I'll live the rest of my life without you, and won't think twice about it. Well, oh, now, son, and we can. No. Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't put your hands on her. I get this call again, it's going to go a whole lot different. Walk my ass out. Oh, that you're not welcome here. Don't come back. Blah, 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 blah. That shit. The behind your back talk that you get. Carrying my ass on back to Idabel. He didn't talk to me for a couple months. And then, she called, she called, she called, she called. Well, yeah, your dad said, hey, cool. I said, and has he put his hands on you? No, 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 no. It's probably a year and a half, 2 years later. He OD'd on pain pills. He OD'd on pain pills. She basically was his provider. Hmm. Hmm. 25 minutes. This story I never want to talk about. I don't know anything. I'm just telling you how it went.